Yo, what's up, guys? Today we are doing our first story time on the channel. So basically, we're going to talk about this one time that I'll basically explain to you in 5 seconds. Okay, make that 10. My team, this was a rec basketball league. We were undefeated the entire season, basically destroying every team that came across our path until the finals. Then we got destroyed. Now let me tell you exactly how that happens. So first things first, let me show you a little. So basically, the year before this, the season before this, but before I say that, there's like 10 teams in the league. This was a 10 to 11 league, so I was like a little small at the time, you know what I'm saying? And so basically, two coaches were on there was like the two best teams, and there were two coaches, and their sons were on the teams. They were the best players in their teams, if that makes any sense. Because obviously, if any coach is going to coach a team in the rec league, his son was obviously a good player. So basically, they both teamed up the next year, so they'll both have the reserve picks as both their sons. So their team would be stacked no matter what. Basically, I ended up on that team. We were the Memphis Grizzlies that year. And when I found out I was on both the teams, I was like, oh, hell yeah, free championship, you know what I'm saying? But no. First of all, we were good, though, because, like, the first game, we destroyed the first team. You know, like, I already knew what was up. I already knew, like, the first game we destroyed them. I was like, that's GG. And here's the thing, though. There's 10 players a team, and there's 8 minutes a quarter. So every kid, C player, A player, because they ranked by players. Like, that's your A pick. Our team was able to get 2 A picks, 1 B pick, and the rest C picks, because we already got 2 A picks as the coach's sons. I was one of the C picks by surprise, but actually helped out to be, like, almost an A pick at the time. Know what I'm saying? But anyways, not even A picks. At the time, I wasn't, like, super good. Now that I'm super good now, I'm just, like, at the time, I wasn't, like, super duper good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, bro? And everybody had to play 2 quarters, as in 8 minutes. So, as in our best players had to play the same exact amount of time as one of our worst player. You know what I'm saying? Like, as rec league stuff, you already know those rules. But we would still win because the other teams had 10 players and they couldn't play their best players. So it would even out and we'd still end up winning because, you know, we're a better team. Now, obviously, our first game we destroyed a team. Second game, destroyed another team. We were winning a lot, but the thing is, our first 4 games were like the easiest teams, apparently, quote unquote. So the 5th game we put against the second best team because we were the first, they were the second. And everyone was like, it was like a talk around the league because we were actually a pretty big talk around the whole community because there's like a lower division, which is like, they call it the Pee-wee, you guys know, or they call it the dribblers. It was 8 to 9, and then I was at 10 to 11. Then there was a 12 to 14, and then like a 15 to 17 league. But those separate between 2 gymnasiums. But we'd still be talked about between both of them, like, oh yeah, a team, like, and then we played our game in the other gymnasium, so the people in that gymnasium found out about it too, and they're like, well, they're about to play against the team that's actually not worse than all the other teams. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they thought we were automatically going to lose because they thought we had an easy schedule, but no, sir. The first game, we won. Second game, won. Third game, we won. Fourth game, 1 year. I know, but the 5th game, we played against the second best team, which is a team who basically won all their other games, but they weren't. The reason, this is how people knew, like, that the team was, like, bad, and, like, how teams, like, how they knew we had the worst schedule. Because, like, basically every kid there had a reputation within that gymnasium and, like, the community around the rec league, and all the teams there didn't have, like, a big reputation on good players, you know. Our team had a good reputation, but for some reason we're still disrespected. Now the 5th game comes around, this second place team is the Thunder, you know what I'm saying. They were beating us 15-5, and I was like, damn, come to the realization, we actually suck. But no, we made a comeback and we took over. We won by like 15 at the end of that game, bro. We made a comeback and we destroyed them. And now, we win the next game. In the 7th game, I remember it was the 7th game, we played against the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat were first place, we were second place, because they were undefeated as well. But they were destroying the other teams as well. But obviously by points difference, they were ahead of us. But this game was actually a really close game. I still remember to this day, it was actually a really fun game to play, just the energy of it. And there was like a lot of people there because everybody hated us. Like, everybody hated our coaches. They hated all our players. Everybody, like, we had some dirty players on our team too. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. Like, and a lot of times we get the good calls from the refs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd almost pay the refs sometimes. No, I'm kidding. But for real though. I'm not kidding. No, I'm kidding. I'm for real kidding. Not kidding. We would get a lot of calls, and people wouldn't like our team for that. I don't know why. It's not like we paid the refs unless my coach did. I had nothing to know about that. I swear. Please, but arrest me for that. But it's a rec league, so no one really cares. But for some reason, these people cared. So there was a lot of people at this game. Bleachers were filled up more than some high school teams. You know what I'm saying? Them sad high school teams. Basically, we almost Like, it was a tie game, and there's ties in this league. There's no overtime, because if it's a tie, both teams win. That's little kid crap. But it is little kids, you know, it's 10 to 11, so I don't blame them. So, but like, our team was full of winners. We didn't want to take a tie. We wanted to win. Our whole team wanted to win. Psych, like 4 of our players, like, they weren't like, you know, they're like, eh. But the other 6 were decently good, and they just wanted to win, you know, like, we didn't want to take a tie. We wanted to win. We don't care who the other team was. We wanted to win that game. So, we wanted to win. I remember we were playing against, like, the best player in the league, who's averaging, like, bro, you got, dude, jeez. Guys, Chris from the background being stupid. Here's the top score league. This is a 10 to 11 league. This kid was averaging, like, 19 a game. I'm pretty sure he was scoring out, like, every game. There's a score limit, which is 20. Pretty sure he was scoring out every game. This kid was good. His dad was the coach of that team, too. That was the Miami Heat. Now, I'm not gonna lie, he was good. He obviously had like 18-hour game, but at the end of the game, I remember he was shooting free throws. This kid was dead on free throws. He didn't miss. He never missed free throws. Whole season, he only missed 1 free throw. But here's the thing, though. He was shooting free throws. I remember our crowd was right there under the rim on that side. For some reason, they allowed it. We were making the loudest noises. They were making the loudest noises. And this kid actually missed the free throw. I remember it rolled out. He got like a 90. Joke sold him in that time. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. And it rolled out. And there was like 3 seconds left, and the kid on my team, which is our best player, he takes the ball, he runs down. While it was a tie game, I thought the game was tied. Like, I'm fine with that. Both undefeated teams tied. We'll leave it till part 2. You know what I'm saying? No, sir. He went down, and he shot a far 3, almost a half court, and that went in off the backboard or something like that. That was so stupid. I would have been so mad if I was their team. And everybody was going, you know, we won that game. But enough talk about that game. All I got to say is, you know, we won that game. It was a pretty good game. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm not even glad you guys. It was a fun game, and it was a game winner. And yeah, we became 8 games undefeated, and they had an L. Now there was another team, the Warriors. This is another team I gotta bring into the equation. This team suddenly, like, they weren't winning a lot of games. We beat them earlier in the season. They were like our 3rd game or something like that. They all of a sudden, like, they just destroyed the Thunder. Remember the Thunder earlier, which was the second best team at the time. They destroyed them, like 45-17. I'm like, what the hell actually happened here? So I had to know who this Warriors team is, because they're about to take our championship position from us. So basically, they're winning every game by like 30 now. And guess what? After that game, I'm like, alright, hell no, they're going to win that game. Because they're playing against the Heat this time. We may have beaten the Heat, but... You're going to comment during my video, Adam?
Is this really video, or are you just making a track?
No, it's action video. And... they're playing against the Heat this time, and I'm like, we may have beaten the Heat, but they're not going to beat the Heat. They're probably going to kill to the Heat. Heat are going to step on them and not even know it. But no, they destroyed the Heat. We beat the Heat by a lucky half-court game winner. They destroyed the Heat by like over 30. And I was like, they're cheating. They got to be cheating. They must be getting the ref calls. I think both their coaches are paying the ref. But no, it was because the coach of that team was doing something very cheap. Basically, a lot of players didn't know what time the game was. They didn't have their schedule. But the coach of the Warriors wouldn't call the kids and let them know about the game. He only told the 6 or 7 best players of the team. Now, if we did that, we would have been really good. But no, our best players had to play the same amount of time as our worst players. And it's a rec league, so I don't blame them. But the coach of the Warriors did a cheap move, and he didn't call 3 of their players throughout the rest of the season. And that's why they're playing their best players. I remember they had 2 big kids and 1 point guard who was decently good, averaging like 14 a game. He was good, though. And he was scoring, obviously, a bunch of points. And like most of them would score double digits. Like, they got to 50 and 40. This is a 10 to 11 league. Like, they were good. There was no way. I was like, what the hell? And so basically the playoffs come by. We won the first round, obviously. Then the second round, we play against the Spurs, which is some other team. But, you know, we beat the Spurs. They weren't that hard. We won by like 5. It was still a hard game, but, you know, we always knew we were going to win that because, you know, we had that undefeatedness on our side, you know what I'm saying? But you can say we were cocky because we were hella cocky. That's like 12 games we won in a row. We hadn't lost the whole season. You would expect us 10 to 11-year-olds to be cocky. You can't say we're not going to be cocky. And then I remember in the playoff game, the Heat were versing the Warriors, which, if you know, the Heat are the team that we beat by the game winner, but got destroyed by the Warriors. They're versing. I was hoping the Heat were going to take out the Warriors because I'd rather play against the Heat because I was scared against the Warriors because you already know, like, they've beaten all these teams, so I hope the Heat can do something. No, sir. Heat lost 29-12. I remember that game. I came in, they were losing 20-12. I'm like, oh, crap, we're going to have to play against the Warriors? You know what? We're going to step up to the plate, and we're going to verse the Warriors. You talking through my video, Am? Again?
No, of course it's full.
All I know is we go to Versus Finals day. Everybody is there. We went to the other gymnasium. This one was big. This one had big bleachers. This was filled up, bro. The 12 to 14-year-old league players were there to see this. The crowd from there. The crowd from, like, the Pee Wee division. Even some people from the 16 to 17, which I don't know why they even care, to be honest. But they were there. There was people off the bleachers watching the game for some reason. Also because that day's finals day, all the final games of all the leagues play back to back to back. So you could imagine that everybody would be there. But, basically, we played the game. The game starts. I look at their bench, and they only got 2 players on their bench, and they got 5 players on the court. They're 5 best players and 2 regular players on the bench. And I'm like, okay, I see what's going on here. 3 of their players aren't here. Their C players aren't here. They're bad players. I'm sorry to say it. Their bad players weren't here. So they're playing their best player 3 quarters and a half. He only sat down 4 minutes. I remember in that league, it was a burden to have to sit down your best player. It wasn't because of stamina. You're little kids. You got infinite candy energy. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to sit down no matter what. So for him to have to not get sat down is a huge plus to their team. And so he'd be destroying our C players while our A players had to be sitting down. You know what I'm saying? Including me, I had to sit down. Which I remember that game. The first half, we had 7. No cap, I had all those points. Now, they were pretty lucky points, I'm not going to lie. First point was like, I don't know, some soft shot. Second point is probably regular lead. Third shot, I remember, was this far backboard 3. It went off the backboard. And hell no did I call backboard. But obviously, no, I said I sent in my breath. Which, that's a lie. That's it. Stop the cap, Max. But that was young me, you know. I'm going to cap. I'm a little kid. That's what kids do. They cap. It was like 7. And they had like 20. And I was like, what the hell is going on here? I'm like, guys, this half, because this time I could talk. I had the only team's points, even though the rest of the game I scored 0 points because, you know, what do you want me to do, alright? And basically, we were playing, and we obviously were taking the L. I remember the end of the game was 34 to 14. You could already say we lost the game. Now, we got destroyed the finals game. We were undefeated the rest of the season. Everybody was talking about that, bro. But you already know I'm not going to show no sportsmanship to that. I would show sportsmanship if you went fair and square, but no, you cheated. You cheated. He downloaded hacks. You know what I'm saying? He downloaded hacks. And basically, that's it. They got the championship trophies, and we took the L. We took the runner-up trophies like losers. That's right, kids. If your dad says that you're a winner, anyways, because you lose the whole season, you're a loser. You loser idiot. No, I'm just kidding, guys. For real, on a more serious note, we lost, and we won the whole season, and we lost. So you can already tell some of our kids were crying. I didn't cry, though. You already know I wanted to cry, but I couldn't just cry. You know, I had to hold that in. I had to go to the bathroom and wash my face and come out and be like, I'll just wash my face. You know what I'm saying? I was not crying. No, I was not. I was crying. But anyways, I'm a little kid. Yeah, I'm going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Actually, 10 to 11, that's already like kid. That's not a little kid. That's kid. Because then like 13 and 14, that's like big kid. Then you got your teenager. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we lost after that. I know my parents are pretty mad about it. They're mad at the other coach because we actually knew the other coach. We actually knew him. Like, we were actually friends until like something happened. And then throughout the year, we didn't like him. And then he did that. So we like never liked that guy ever again. I don't know how Adam Christian felt at the time. Adam, did you care about that?
No, what?
When I lost the finals game against to the Warriors? Did you care? You cared?
Yeah, I cared a little bit.
Yeah, because you don't like cheaters. You know what I'm saying? Actually, people cheat against you. People cheat against Adam when Adam's in the rec league, too. They cheat a lot. There was a lot of cheating going on in that league. That's why we left that place. You know what I'm saying? We quit that crap. I'm on a school team now. Yeah, I don't do no rec leagues. Why are you guys still on this video? Okay, you got the point. We lost the game after that. We had a pizza party. I guess because it was already scheduled. Like, it was already reserved for the table. Like the coach thought, I guess we were going to win. But no, sir. We took a big L that game. 34 to 14. But it was fishy, you know what I'm saying? Undefeated the whole season, then to get destroyed. Obviously, everyone knew what the hell happened. Once that happened, you already know everyone knew what happened there. No one was chill about that. Everybody who wanted us to win was like, bro, you cheated. You freaking cheater, bro. But everyone wanted them to win. We're like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we had a pizza party. I remember that. That's when, some of my friends are like, yo, we should get to know each other, personally, not just about basketball. I'm like, yeah. He's like, say a joke. And I remember I said this joke, and we were eating pizza, and I was like, what if there's a really big pizza? And you obviously, I said in that little kid voice, too. So I was like,
you could say Jesus crust, like, Jesus Christ,
Pretty disrespectful to Jesus, but I was a little kid, so I'm pretty sure it's forgiven. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys like, subscribe. If you guys see more story time, which you might not, might do, I really don't know. The video's going on to 15 minutes and 35 seconds now. It's kind of a long time. I've just been talking like blah, 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 blah. Yeah, guys, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and